Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to have a look at a mod map for Farming Simulator 22. So this is No Man's Land and it's by Alien Jim, 60.42 megabyte on the download. Now if you have played this map on FS19 then you're going to know all about it and all what this map entails. So this is probably not the video for you, but if you're new to it, if you've never played this on 19 or you're new to the franchise in 22, we'll have a little look around. So what we'll do, we'll go into the construction menu and we'll have a little fly around while I read out what it says. Okay, so it says on the website, between the borders of France and Spain lies a vast emptiness known as No Man's Land, where the land has lain untouched by the hands of man for years. Do you have what it takes to transform this wilderness into just a basic farm or into a great thriving dairy, wool or logging empire? It's all about survival of the fittest. Build your livelihood with the help of placeable buildings, sell points and decor. No neighbours to stop your advancements or bog you down with contracts for field work. There's only one road in and one road out, so no need for transporting of goods. It's all in your capable hands. Do you have what it takes to survive, or will you give up and return to the city? There are options to remove all trees and rocks from the map and help aid in your discovery of your inner farmer. I hope you enjoy this survival mode. Right, so that's the premise of the map. So if we go into the map there, you get this. You can buy different blocks of land. Obviously we started off on New Farmer right now, so we currently own block 26, but if you want to own another one, they're going to cost you 85 grand each, so you have to buy it before you can use it as normal. And you'll start off the game here at the shop. So what you've got here is your shop menu where you can come in and buy your equipment. You've also got the workshop here if you need to repair any equipment. And down the side here you've got your animal dealer if you want to buy any animals, and a fuel station for filling up your tractors or harvesters or whatever equipment you decide to use. Also down the other side is the farm shop. You've got two sell points. You got one here, looks like you're going to sell all your production chain outputs, and then the standard one that's been in the game since 19, your usual everything else sell point. You've also got this option here where you can buy anything. It pretty much sells everything that you need on the game. I say pretty much because it's not everything, but for what you're going to need to be getting on with, you can buy it from here. And that is basically it. Obviously you do start on New Farmer with a bit of equipment. So you start off with a small tractor, a Steyr 8150. You'll have a harvester, the Rosselmash Nova 330. You'll have the Pickup 1986, the Crampy Half Pipe HP20, a header for your Rosselmash, the Power Stream 500, 5 meter working width. You've got a plough, the Pottinger Servo 25, the cultivator, the Rabe EG 3/9. You've got a seeder, the Hordston HK25 plus NS 3030, and a weight, the Agro 650. Right, so that's your starting equipment. You'll start off with every game mode, whether it's New Farmer, Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, you'll have that equipment. So we'll jump in at the pickup and we'll take a drive out to the farm. So if you've never played this farm before, this map, sorry, it is a build it up from scratch sort of scenario. A lot of people like to use this as a, start really from scratch with no money whatsoever. So you start from zero, you just start off with a chainsaw and you get a bit of login and you build up from that. But there is a little bit of an issue at the moment with this, and I'll show you when we get to the farm. As you can see, driving around, there is loads of open space, absolutely loads of it, and loads of trees to be cutting down as well. Right, so this is a farm that you start out with on New Farmer. So you've got a little hay barn there. You've then got a water tower on the edge of the pond. You then got a workshop here. I'll just jump out to open the doors. So you park your vehicle up by that black and yellow line inside, and then there's your workshop trigger. You then got a silo to put your crops in. You've got a barn over here with all your equipment under, and then you've got your sleep trigger inside your hut, and then you've got a toilet if you want to do a poo. So if you go inside, there you are, proper out the way, off the grid thinking. So you got this symbol here. You can go into your wardrobe menu and change your clothes if you want to. And then you got your sleep trigger just there for sleeping through the night. So that is it. That is everything that is on the map. If you don't come on New Farmer, you start with the equipment, but you don't start with any of the buildings. Not the toilet, not the house, not the barn, no silo, no water tank, no workshop, nothing. So you just start with the equipment. So bear that in mind if that's what you want to be cracking on with. But you do start with this field if you're on New Farmer. You don't have it, you don't own any land or nothing like that on Farm Manager or Start From Scratch. So what is the issue between this one and 19? Well, over here, for those people that have played this map before, there was a wood chipper. So you could start off with none of that. Start off with just a chainsaw, cut down a few trees, chuck them into the wood chipper, and then that would get you some money. But that's not here. That wood chipper hasn't come across into 22. So that's going to be a bit of an issue if you want to start out with one of those start from scratch role plays. But I have got a solution. If you go into your construction menu, because obviously if you start a game off, every game mode has some money. It's 100 grand on New Farmer, it's 1.5 million on Farm Manager, and it's 500 grand on Start From Scratch. So what I propose is if you come across to productions and go to sell point, you're going to want to put down the biomass heating plant. Only 40 grand to buy, but obviously you will need to own the land that you put it on. So if you buy this part of land like that, and then we'll go and no, we want selling points, don't we? There we are. Right, biomass heating plant. We'll go and place it right by the shop. Right, so I've now placed down that biomass heating unit right by the shop, so it's keeping all the sell points together. Obviously that in total has cost us 125 grand. So that's 25 grand more than what you'd start with on New Farmer. But on the other two, that's not a bad option at all. So then what you do with that, you just chop your tree down, put it on here, over to this symbol, it will come up with sell wood, as you can see in the left hand corner, and you've sold your wood. So that is how to overcome the lack of the wood chipper. Now there is other mod options if you want to go down that road. If you go into forestry, and we'll go, got that option there. This machine breaks trunks into wood chips. The Hyzomat HM8 400 KLC. That's 190 grand to buy. Or the other option is the Jens BA7250D, only 64 grand to buy. So you're not going to need to buy the land. The only issue with that is you're going to have to transport the wood chips to a sell point. So if we go into the shop menu now, and we'll go down to wood chips. There we are. You can sell them at the farm shop. So on the old map, it would sell directly. This one, you're going to have to transport them. So that's entirely up to you. So that's your two choices for getting started in the game. Obviously, having the biomass one down is going to cost you more. Or you can use the Jens wood chipper. And that's only 64 grand. But that is that. There's not a lot to say about this. There is loads of trees dotted around the map. Loads of space. And you've got everything that you need to start with. And then you just build up from there. Obviously, in the construction menu, you've got all the different sell points and factories. You know, you go down to sell points there. You know, that's right back to the beginning. Right, it's got farmers market, pizzeria, restaurant, supermarket, biomass heating plant, fast food restaurant, debris crusher. Obviously, up to factories as well. You've got the usual ones. You know, you've got your biogas plant, bakery, carpentry, dairy. Now, there is one strange thing on here. We've got 2 carpentries and 2 spinneries. There's no sawmill for some reason. I don't know why. A couple of bakeries as well. So that's a bit of a strange one. Obviously, those there are the modded ones that came out the other day. But there's no sawmill. So this is why I said place the biomass one down. So you're not going to get your planks out if you place down a carpentry factory. Although you can put wood directly into the carpentry. So that shouldn't be that much of a problem. I'm wondering if that's going to be something that Alien Jim sorts out in the future. Because there has been a note left that there's not a sell point for your bales either. And he is working on it. But there is a note on the website that says the No Man's Land placeable pack will be available as soon as possible. So if you played this on 19, there was loads in the menu that you could place down for decoration purposes. Obviously, there's not a lot in there at the moment. It's got the usual sheds and whatever. But there was absolutely loads that we had on the other map in 19. So that would be nice when it comes out. And you can really add your own flavour to the map for what you want to do. But for now, that is it. Big open space, lots of trees, and an option to really get you started. So this is just a quick overview. Obviously the map has been out in 19 for a while. So if you are a veteran of the game, you'll know all about it. If you're just starting off fresh, this really is a start from fresh map. And the only other thing to finish off with, as everyone would already know, is you can get rid of all the trees on the map, if you want to, by cutting this post down with a chainsaw. You can get rid of all the rocks by cutting down this tree, well, this post, with a chainsaw. Now, if you are going to do that, bearing in mind, once it's done, it's done. You can't change it back. So bear that in mind with a big dose of caution. It's a one-time job, and that's it forever, unless you didn't save the game. So that is it. That is No Man's Land by Alien Jim. Now, I use this map for my head-to-heads in 19. Lots of people have used it for role-playing, start from scratch, survival shenanigans. Drop it in the comments below if you're thinking of using this. If you liked it in the old game in FS19. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it today, and I'll see you in the next one.